Hello, folks. Here is a screen capture movie for the steps involved in exporting out a window dub of your film, your picture lock, and exporting out the AAF files, all with the idea of importing them into Pro Tools. Here's the final sequence of the movie that we had used this semester for dialogue editing as an example. If you notice right now, there is no countdown. Remember that you always want to have a countdown, slate, etc. in your film. I have already over here. I have already imported a countdown. Remember, the countdowns are now in a folder called Countdowns New on the Marple server under mmulkey-share under 317. So this is a standard HD movie. Here's a standard HD sequence. I'm going to drag over and insert it. Now, remember, we want our first picture to start at 0. And it does because I had already set the start time, which is under the little hamburger, to 59:30:02. And I did that because I wanted to cover up that little white circle in the upper right that hits. So if we watch, there's the 2 pup. I'm going to go back there, and it's pretty close, 59:04. I'm not going to worry about that. The reason why that's off is because this is actually a 23:976 countdown, and the QuickTime sequence for the edit movie, the Bob and Diane scene, is 29:97 frames per second. So here we go. Step 1. We want to make sure that we have the sequence selected. I think the easiest thing to do is to right-click on the sequence name and to reveal sequence and project. Then I want to use the Apple keyboard command, Command M, and that will open up Media Encoder. I'm going to keep the name the same. I'm going to keep all of the settings the same. I'm going to select a location, and I am going to put this into a new folder called Demo Mix. And I'm going to hit Save. I am now going to go down to Effects. And I'm going to make sure that the timecode box is highlighted. Bingo. That's all I need to do. I could make the size bigger. Sure, why not? But let's not futz around. I'm going to hit export. And because it is a relatively small file, it's not going to take that long to generate. Bingo. All done. Thank you. Now, we want to make sure that the sequence remains highlighted. We have to go up to File, Export, AAF. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this window. I would leave mix down, tape source unchecked I would break out to mono, and I would enable that. I do not want any audio clip effects rendered because I doesn't want them. Sample rate, yes. Bits per second, yes. File. Separate audio files that will be put into an AAF folder or embed the audio in the AAF file itself. My suggestion to you is separate audio, especially for films that are bigger or longer, and a 6 to 8 minute doc qualifies. Broadcast wave, you want to copy the complete audio files. That means the complete audio files that Premiere is using will get copied over as AAF files and will be accessible in Pro Tools. Okay. I want to put it in the same folder as where I put the QuickTime movie, which is in the demo mix. There it is, what I just made. I'm going to hit save. Depending on the size of your files, that process could take a lot longer than it just did. All right, let's go out to the desktop and let's look and see that, in fact, here are the two files that we just created. If you notice, here is the folder with all of the separate AAF media. This is what you should see then if you created a new folder and put the QuickTime movie with the window dub. There it is right there. We can see it. I'll open it up. There it is. Scroll through, blah, 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 blah. That concludes this video. Thank you.